Welcome back to Donington Park after the penultimate round of the Bennetts British Superbike Championship season. After Speedy Hire Qualifying and back on top again for OMG Guerrilla Yamaha Racing, it's Kyle Ride. Kyle, you topped the times yesterday and you showed incredible pace in qualifying. Talk us through it and what you think has made the difference a little bit more today, whether you found something extra and how you look forward to race one, please.
Yeah, the lap times really in qualifying was similar to yesterday afternoon. There was a lot more risk versus reward in that qualifying session. It was pretty cold this morning. It took 2 or 3 laps to feel any sort of temperature in the left side of the tyre. So I did a banker lap, which was a 27.6, which I knew would put me up there anyway. So I know I was safe for a good starting position later on. And then I tried to take a few more liberties to try and catch a few more temps and managed to do a 27.4. So yeah, the 27.6 around that area, I feel like I'm comfortable. I can do a few. The 27.4 was pretty much on the limit, but yeah, I'm happy to be stood here talking to you. I wasn't going out there to get pole position. I was just trying to do my thing, and luckily for me, it was good enough for pole. So my bike's working good. We've not really changed much from yesterday. Just focusing on trying to save the tyre really. When the temperature's this cold, after 10, 11, 12 laps, it feels pretty pants. So everyone's in the same boat. It's going to be a bit of a long old run to this afternoon and tomorrow's races, but I'm feeling confident.
And looking forward to the race, obviously when we were here at Donington earlier on in the year, we saw a spectacular race at the front for the victory. How close do you reckon it will be this afternoon, given, like you say, the conditions are a lot cooler than they were earlier on in the year, and we've obviously seen a mix with BMW on the front row, with Ken, with Irwin and Bridewell starting from row 2. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to be a lot closer than what it looks in qualifying for sure. It will be difficult. I'm definitely faster than what I was at the last Donington. Obviously I found something in the middle part of the year using the SC1 front, and I've stuck with that ever since. And yeah, that Donington Park, when the guys had a brilliant race, I was just hanging off the back, sweating, trying to keep up, so I couldn't really get in on the fight. But ever since then I've been in the mix, so if there is a little bit of a ding-dong like that, hopefully I can be at the front of it and giving the boys a good race. But yeah, I'm confident to hopefully take a few trophies home. I'll try my best to do so. So hopefully we can do it.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
And taking second on the grid for McCann's Racing Yamaha is Danny Kent. Danny, a great qualifying session from you, and it wasn't until the last lap where you moved up onto the front row. It was a frantic couple of minutes in that session. Can you please talk us through it?
Yeah, I'm really pleased to start the first race today on the front row. Yeah, a little bit surprised to be honest, because the feeling that I've had on the bike up until qualifying, we've been struggling in a few areas, and no matter what we were changing, that same problem was kept coming up. But whatever they changed before I went out for the last 6 minutes, the bike was back to normal, back to how I had it in the beginning of the year, and when I felt best on the bike. So yeah, really mega big thank you to the team for giving me a great bike, and no, I'm looking forward to the race now. I feel like we've put ourselves in a great position to go out there and try and get that first win.
And obviously when we were here earlier on in the year involved in that fantastic race in race 3, do you expect more of the same of that today?
I hope there's going to be less of us. I hope that I can just get a good start and just go, but you know, it's so close at the moment, you just can't call it.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks.
And back on the front row for FHO Racing BMW Motorrad, it's Josh Brooks. Josh, after a great weekend last time out at Alton Park, it seems you've been carrying that momentum into this weekend as well. Talk us through qualifying and how you came that lap, please.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised to actually be here. We've had reasonable pace throughout practice, some mixed conditions obviously as well. So, but have been fairly up there, but not super strong like you normally need to be on the front row. And even more so, we went out in free practice 3 with used tyre to try and understand more about the bike on the used tyre for the race, and the bike didn't really perform very well, and I was a long way down the list, so it's kind of knocks your confidence a bit just before qualifying. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with a new tyre in the back for the qualifying. The bike performed really well, and yeah, I was happy to see my position at the end of qualifying. So sure, we'll take a little bit of time now to understand more about why the bike's performing particularly well. Maybe it was just a bad tyre for the final practice, but anyway, it was good in qualifying, so we can try and carry that into the race and see how we perform.
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.